Hi and welcome back. Today I have a review on the Supervision watercolors. I got them sent for free to check them out, and the packaging already gives you a little sneak peek onto the paints. These are super granulating watercolors with metallic effects, and it's a bit hard to open the package. I have already used these paints and I have filled them into another watercolor palette with bigger pans. I have used half pans because when I do a bigger painting, I want to have a bigger pan to get my color, but I also want to take those lovely paints with me when I go on holidays or when I'm painting outside. And that's the reason why I fill a smaller tin. I will first fill the paints in and then I will make some swatches. What I like about them is that they re-wet after they are dry, and they dry also without any cracks. I will speed this part up a little bit so you don't get bored. I thought I will make some swatch cards for these paints because they have this special effect, and you will not see it if you don't have a bigger area painted. And here I'm using a stamp from my Swatch It stamp set. I just covered the middle area, and so I have a bigger space to play with the paint. I will stamp these 10 times because I have 10 paints, and then we will make the swatches. I also made myself a smaller swatch card to put that in the tin. And I'm starting with the first color. I have them in the same order as they are on in my packaging, and then I can write down the names later when the cards are dry. I'm not sure if you can see this on camera, but this violet gets a really nice granulation with some gold mica. I will make photos of these swatch cards and put them onto my blog so you can check them out and have a closer view onto the paints. I really like that these are not pure pearlescent or metallic paints. These are a bit more special or different. They are shimmery, but not 100%. They are shimmery in some areas, and that I think that's a really nice thing for abstract watercolor painting, and that's what I really enjoy doing. The next color I have is also kind of a bluish violet with some green gold shimmer in it. I will have a discount code for you, and I will put this in the video description, and of course a link to these paints. So if you like them and you want to try them out, don't forget to use that. After I've finished the swatches, I will make an abstract painting in my art journal with these paints. That green is also very interesting depending on how you hold it against the light. You will get a more reddish, brownish shimmer or a more turquoisey shimmer. This one has a really nice effect. After it or while it's drying, you get a pinkish color tone, and it looks like as if you have mixed two colors together, but not at the same time, because they are separating. But you will see this when it's dry. This blue seems to be the least interesting. It's more of a matte shimmer and it has just a tiny little bit of granulation. Next one is one of my favorite colors. I love turquoisey colors, and this is a nice turquoisey green with a turquoisey bluish granulating shimmer. This green is also one of my favorite colors. It's kind of an olive green with a silvery shimmer. What I miss a little bit in this set are some more of the warmer colors, which I'm swatching now. This is kind of a brown. It's more a, I would say, kind of a Van Dyke brown with a gold brown shimmer. I would have loved a kind of a pink in the set and maybe kind of a yellowish color. The next one, the I would say it's kind of a salmon color. It's so beautiful. I really love it. It has that salmon apricot tone with a pink shimmer. Yes, I'm done with swatching. I will name all these cards when they are dry and I will post photos on the blog post. And here I am in my art journal. It's a watercolor journal from Kunst und Papier. And I'm making a nice little abstract botanical spread. I'm using the bigger pens where I have filled in these watercolors because I want to play with a bigger brush and that makes life just easier. I spritz the pans with water before I start, so it's easier to reactivate the paints and it's also better for your brush. And as always with my abstract paintings, I'm starting intuitively by laying down some color with a lot of water and I just let the paints do its thing, and that's the fun part with these paints as they are have this granulating effect with the different color tones, and it's just easy to play with them, and I think you already can see how pretty they are looking. I don't use every color from the set on this painting because that would be just too much, I feel. Usually I think I will not use paints on their own. I usually would mix them with just normal watercolor paints on the paper, not in the pens, but on the paper, because I think it can be too much of that shimmer and granulating effect. But here I just used these on their own so you can see they are looking. I also believe is that they are perfect for abstract watercolor landscapes. It will be easy to create some nice effects with these paints. I had let them dry, and here I'm coming back in to create some pattern on top of my first layer, and therefore I just used the salmon paint, the salmon color, in a thicker layer to create a pattern. I let this dry completely, and then I come back in to paint my leafy element, and I'm using that brownish gold color. If you like this kind of abstract watercolor paintings, and if you want to dive in a little bit deeper on how to play with mixed media on these pages, I have a 90-minute workshop over on the EtchR Studio website, and you will find a link in my video description. I try to apply the paint very thick so I get a good coverage and make it stand out a lot against the background. As inspiration for my botanicals, I usually use some vintage botanical books. They have a lot of different botanical elements inside, and you can just, well, not paint exactly the same thing you see, but you can use them as kind of a guide on how to arrange some leaves or flowers. Finally, I can say I really like these paints. I didn't know that they are on the market until the company reached out to me if I would like to try them out, and I'm really happy with them. If you like granulating watercolors or watercolors with some special effects, they are, I would say, a really nice toy to play with in your art. Yes, and that's my finished art journal page. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I hope you will see us next time. Bye!